The science behind disease transmission. Disease transmission refers to the process by which infectious agents spread from one host to another, leading to disease outbreaks. Here's a concise overview of the science behind disease transmission. Modes of transmission. Direct contact. Transmission occurs through physical contact between infected and susceptible individuals, e.g., touching, kissing. Indirect contact. Pathogens spread via contaminated objects or surfaces, fomites, e.g., doorknobs, shared utensils. Airborne transmission. Pathogens travel through droplets or aerosols in the air, especially over short distances, e.g., sneezing, coughing. Vector-borne transmission. Insects or animals, vectors, transmit pathogens between hosts, e.g., mosquitoes transmitting malaria. Pathogen types. Viruses. Small infectious agents that replicate inside living cells, e.g., influenza virus, SARS-CoV-2. Bacteria. Single-celled organisms that can cause infections, e.g., tuberculosis bacteria, E. coli. Parasites. Organisms that live on or inside another organism and cause harm, e.g., malaria parasite, intestinal worms. Fungi. Microorganisms that can cause infections, e.g., Candida species, dermatophytes causing skin infections. Host susceptibility and immunity. Susceptibility. Individuals vary in their susceptibility to pathogens due to genetic factors, underlying health conditions, and immunocompromised states. Immunity. Immune responses, including antibodies and cellular defenses, protect against pathogens after previous exposure or vaccination. Epidemiology and disease outbreaks. Epidemiological factors. Transmission dynamics, including incubation periods, reproduction numbers, R0, and transmission rates, influence disease spread. Outbreak management. Public health measures, e.g., quarantine, isolation, contact tracing, mitigate disease transmission during outbreaks. Environmental and behavioral factors. Environmental conditions. Climate, sanitation, and living conditions can impact pathogen survival and transmission. Behavioral practices. Hygiene practices, vaccination coverage, and travel patterns influence disease transmission dynamics. Public health interventions. Prevention. Vaccination, hand hygiene, environmental sanitation, and vector control reduce disease transmission. Control. Early detection, surveillance systems, and prompt treatment minimize disease spread in communities. Emerging infectious diseases. Zoonotic diseases. Pathogens transmitted from animals to humans, e.g., Ebola virus, COVID-19. Antimicrobial resistance. Increasing resistance of pathogens to antimicrobial drugs complicates disease management. Understanding the science behind disease transmission informs public health strategies, outbreak responses, and preventive measures. Ongoing research advances knowledge of transmission dynamics and informs interventions to mitigate the impact of infectious diseases on global health.